inhabit it? It is time for Metroid. I have been fighting with OBS and my ISP for about the last 2 hours. It's not been fun, but I think I got it working now. And hopefully, we'll be able to play some video games, finally. This is the Randomania Metroid Fusion Randomizer that was very recently released. I believe it came out maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. It was pretty recent. There's been a Metroid Fusion Open Randomizer for a bit now, and this is a completely different rando than that. Honestly, I'm not like super familiar with how Open Rando actually works, but the Randomania one is really cool. As you can see with my little setup at the bottom of the screen here that I took like 4 hours trying to get working, there are 5 Metroids on the tracker. This is a tracker that I actually created myself partially. Somebody else made a emo tracker setup, and I like kind of created my own fork of it to be compatible with the Randomania randomizer. So that's what I'm running right here. The goal of the Randomania version is to get 5 infant Metroids, because if there was no like alternate win condition, essentially there would be like nothing stopping you from just going to the final boss like immediately. So they added a win condition, which I think is really neat. It's kind of comes back to like the artifact hunt for the Prime games and stuff like that. This tracker does not actually support auto tracking for the Metroids. It supports auto tracking for everything else, but I haven't got it working with the infants yet. If anyone smarter than me wants to help me try to figure that out, feel free. Let me know in the comments of the VOD if you're watching on YouTube. And if you want this tracker package for yourself, just reach out on Discord. I'll be happy to send it to you. With all that out of the way, let's do this. I'm so glad to not be fighting with OBS anymore. That was a nightmare. Wait a minute. I was so busy fighting with OBS that I forgot to open Live Split. So let's go ahead and start that now. You always start with an item in this randomizer. I don't know what my starting item is yet. I don't remember if it's going to tell me. I think it does. I might just have to check. Should detect it in the tracker immediately. Looks like I thought I always started with a E-Tank, but I guess not. Unless... Okay, no, I didn't start with the Metroid. Alright, in that case, I don't know. I have no idea what my starting item is. I don't think it's the E-Tank. It shouldn't be the E-Tank. The hints are in the navigation rooms, and it's actually really neat. I didn't, like, figure this out until, like, my first, like, until, like, my third playthrough of this rando. But the hints are actually based on the security levels that you've opened. So if it says, like, L2, for example, you had to have unlocked the, I think level 2 is red security hatches. So there's actually, like, it doesn't just tell you what doors you can open, it also, like, tells you where stuff is, which is really neat. It doesn't look like there's anything I can do in Sector 1. I'm not, like, familiar enough with Fusion to the point where, like, I can look at all my items and immediately know off the top of my head, like, exactly where I'm going. I'm very familiar with this game, but, like, not to that extent, so... We're just gonna have to wait and see, like, what I'm able to do and what I'm not, because I'm just kind of figuring that out as I go. Alright, there's an E-Tank in there, and I need Speed Booster. I don't have Speed Booster, do I? Okay, I don't have Speed Booster, it doesn't look like. What the hell is my starting item? It can't be the E-Tank, right? I didn't start with a Metroid. Yeah, I don't know what it is. We went to Sector 1. There's nothing really I can do there. Sector 5 is going to be frozen over. 3 is going to be hot, but I can do things in the places that are not hot, I believe. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why? Let me restart my tracker. Stop. Start. Okay! It just didn't auto-track that for some reason, but apparently my starting item is security level 3. Okay. Good to know. This also has a palette randomizer. I don't know why. I guess my hue is shifted a little bit. I'm like green instead of yellow. Oh, that's hell. I don't want to be in hell right now. One of my favorite things about this rando is that it shows you blocks that can be shot, so if you, like, don't remember a puzzle or something, it's very accessible in that regard. Which is very nice. I don't have speed booster, so I can't do anything down there. That's a green door, so I can't do anything up there. I was not paying attention to what that, hint said. Hello, Clueless. Welcome, first-time chatter. That's hell. I need to stop going to hell. Yeah, I need to go check where that hint was, because that told me where bomb is. I know it said bomb. I wasn't paying attention to where it said bomb was. And, that's very helpful information to know. I have done way too many runs of this rando where the literal last thing I found was my bombs, and, you'd be shocked how much of a problem it is not being able to jump as a ball. Like, that is such a problem. Alright, so it's somewhere in Sector 3. I don't have Morph Ball yet, so... Wait, hold on, let me just... First of all, let me recharge. Second of all, let me save. Because one of the best things that any randomizer should have, in my opinion, is a return to start. It does not save when you do that, so just make sure that you save frequently, and you can basically never get soft lock because of that. It's awesome. Alright, I need speed boost to do that, so I've basically exhausted all my options here, so if I really want to, I could just hit L and warp to start. Problem solved. Very, very nice. Alright, so I really just need to find my Morph Ball. Or Speed Booster. One of those two. Is there anything I can do in Sector 2 right away? Wait. Alright, I'm gonna check Sector 2. But I do have yellow hatches. Which means I think there's a few items I can go get in Sector 5. What is this? Oh, I can't get over that, but I can see what that is. It's a missile. Alright. Go away. Leave me alone. Right. Again, I'm not, like, super familiar with Fusion. Like, I don't want to say I'm not familiar with Fusion. I used to speedrun this game casually, so, like... I know what I'm doing. I know how to play the game. I just don't know the map well enough to know, like, exactly where all of my available options are without, like, physically going there and looking and being like, oh, I can't do this yet. So, bear with me. It's gonna be a bit of a slower run because of that, but usually these don't take me any longer than, like 2-3 hours. So we're not gonna be here for, like, super long. Alright, I need bombs to go in there. Just kind of, like, gathering information right now. Bombs would be helpful to have, and I do know where they are. Hi, Temp. Welcome. Temp, are you gonna be wet while you watch, or are you just watching right now? Nobody except you is gonna understand what the hell that means, and it probably sounds very questionable out of context. I don't think I can do anything in here, but I might as well check. I guess I can open the door. I'm probably gonna get soft locked in here, but I can at least see what this is. Space jump! Okay! I'm not soft locked. That means I can not only get out of here, but I can go get that missile from earlier. Just need to kind of refill on health here. May go wet mode later. Okay. Understood. I'm really glad you're enjoying that game. It's a really good game. It's very fun. Space jump without high... Yeah, I get space jump without high jump all the time. All the time. Happens to me almost every time I play this rando. If I'm not mistaken, I might be thinking of like... I'm either thinking of Dread or AM2R, one of the two. There is, like... it might be this game, I don't remember which one. There is a game where there's some things that you just can't do without high jump, even if you have space. I genuinely do not remember which game it is. But I remember encountering that problem more than once. Can't ball jump without space? No, it's, oh yeah, that's right, because high jump and jump ball are the same item in this game. Ow. Alright, God damn it. I knew I was gonna fuck that up. Alright, where am I? Am I in okay, I'm still in Sector 3. Let's just go back to space jump, grab that. And then I think after I grab a missile, first course of action will be I think I want to go check Sector 5, because I'm almost positive that there's some stuff I can grab there since I have yellow doors unlocked. Also, for anyone wondering, I'm playing this with a SNES controller. The NSO SNES controller, specifically. Just because I think it has a very, very nice D-pad. I really like the D-pad on the Super Nintendo. This might be a hot take, but I actually kind of like the NES D-pad more? I don't know, it just feels more clicky to me. But the lack of shoulder buttons is a problem, so Super Nintendo it is. Give me space jump. Space jump has always been so finicky in this game for me. And that's someone who's played this the most out of any 2D Metroid. It's just... Why is the timing so, like, oddly strict? Like, you can only do it on your, like, immediate descent, and if you wait too long, you can't do it anymore. And if you do it too early, it, like, locks you out of it, and you can't do it at all. It's very strange. I don't know why it does that. Super Metroid also kind of has that, but, like, it's not that strict. Like, it's still limiting, but, like, it's not, like, super, super strict. Yeah, Temp, I didn't know that was a thing until... I did not know that that was a thing until you did that. It takes a while, but it just can't hurt you there. Ow. Please die. I don't want you to... I don't want you to make the pillar come alive. That's gonna be a problem for me. No, no, no! You bitch. Alright. Okay, I'm safe. Oh wait, I need main missiles. Crap, I don't even have normal missiles. Why does my tracker say that I have Varia? I don't. I don't have Varia. Let me... Hold on. Connect. Okay. Oh, that's space jump. I'm stupid. Never mind. You're right. You're right. I always get those two mixed up for some reason. Airb, I would love to fuse kinstones. That's another thing I would like to play at some point. Maybe I don't know if I'll do this on stream because it's so much longer. I really want to try out the Minish Cap Rando. Maybe I will do that on stream. I don't know. I do think that would definitely take, like, multiple sessions. Ooh! Ooh! Give me that! Right now! That's awesome! Oh, this is gonna be a fun run. This is gonna be a very fun run. Oh, I love jumping into things and they die. I have shortcuts to every sector now. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. The first run I ever did of this, Screw Attack was my starting item. So, I didn't even have to, like, go look for it. But this is, like, the next best thing. I do hope that I get Morph Ball soon, though. I need, I believe... No, wait, there's an item that I can get up there. I just need Speed Booster for the second one. It's a good run. This is an excellent run. Love that. Alright, Speed Booster, I guess, is the next, like, big thing that I need. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Yeah, because that's a cold room, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive that's a cold room. So, yeah, good thing we checked in Sector 5. Goddamn. Morph Ball and Space... Morph Ball, Space Jump, and Screw Attack right off the bat. That's incredible. Temp, what do you think the effect would be for fusing kinstones with the SAX? What do you think that would do in the overworld? What would happen? What if you did that in Metroid Fusion? And then... wait. What if I go... What if I go to 4, actually? There might be some stuff in here. Yeah, like, what if you fused kinstones with the XAX in Metroid Fusion, and then you booted up Minish Cap, and there were just X-Parasites in the game now? Notorious... That's not helpful. It's interesting lore, but it's not helpful. Sam should have been fired from nightmare duty as soon as it got out. I don't think he should still be on nightmare duty. I need bombs to get in here, right? That's right. Damn. Alright, well, I guess no Sector 4. Unless... Can I do anything down here? Nope, 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 nope. Get out of the water. Out of the water. Nope. No, I can't do anything in there. Alright, oh well. Where can I go? I do have shortcuts, so hold on. No, I don't want to warp to start. Oh, also, fantastic thing about this rando is you can, like, change the map. You can look at the map of other sectors that you're not in. Why was this not in the base game? This is so handy. Alright, in there, I believe was a... It's either a missile or an E-tank, right? That was in that green room, I'm pretty sure. I need doors to go in there, but I do have screw attack, so I can continue to go to the right. And in Sector 1, I did find out in one of my previous runs that in Sector 1, it is possible to kill the things that are, like, messing with the air conditioner. It is possible to kill those with screw attack. You don't need missiles. Which is very odd, because it doesn't look like you should be able to do that, but you can. That is a thing. Who is the Andy of Metroid Fusion there? Is that me? Or is that Nightmare? It would have to be Nightmare, right? Because Nightmare got out. And Sam was supposed to be watching it. Nobody except the three of us are going to have any idea what I'm talking about. Come on, let me out. The air conditioning is fixed. Also, fellas, let me know how my stream quality is. Hello, missile launcher! Thank you! I needed that. Let me know how my stream quality is. I've been fighting with OBS all day. Like, literally all day. To try to get my, like, bitrate settings correct. I had to call my ISP, and they were being a pain in the ass because my name is not on the bill. My dad is. So I wasn't able to, like, have them do anything. But I did figure out what the issue was. And I was able to find a workaround within OBS. Which is not, like, 100% ideal. Like, I can't... I still have to figure out how to get it to, like, max quality. But I got it up to 720/60, and that's, you know, that's good enough for now. So, you guys are gonna have to let me know if I'm, like, dropping frames, or, like, stuttering, or, like, my quality's consistent, or anything like that. Just let me know. I think it should be good. It looks good on my end. But, yeah, I was fighting that all day. And that was kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, I am not yet at a point in the game where finding a missile is disappointing, so I will gladly take that. How would that make me Rachel? I didn't leave Sam alone with Nightmare. That wasn't my job. I just wasn't here. We can all agree that Adam is Jeff, right? I think Adam is Jeff in this situation. No, Andy would be Nightmare because he got out. He escaped. Sam was on Nightmare duty, and he got out. Why else would there be an emergency in Sector 3? True! Rachel did defeat Andy. Good point, I did not consider. I love my Metroid Fusion Survivor 47 AU. The crossover the world needed. Can I have help, please? Thank you. Rome can be the bees. True. True. I don't know why they made key hunters hit so hard in this game. Like, it's just the amount of damage they do is just not necessary. They do not need to deal like 80 damage on the stinger. That's just so overkill. Why do they do that? Ow. Bitch nugget. Who was the guy that was like saying that's not it, Rome? Who said that again? I forget. Like, I can picture the guy in my mind, I just can't remember his name. Saul. Yeah, that's right. Wait, Rome is like these crabs? Or are you specifically talking about the crabs in Sector 5 where you got stuck there for like an hour? I should be able to jump out of this. Ow. The Sector 5 evil crabs? Okay, yeah, I thought so. I sure hope that I can go get, my morph ball soon. Wait, hold on, what do I even need to go further in Sector 3? I need Speed Booster to go bottom left. Speed Booster to go right. I need level 2 locks to go up right. I don't think I can get to the top right. I think that's just the way back, if I'm not mistaken. I have Morph Ball, I just don't have bombs. My bombs are in Sector 3. I just don't know where. And I need either level 2 security or Speed Booster to go further in there. Can I just kill you with Screw Attack when you open your eye? Is that an option? Can I do that? Okay, I can. Oh! I took more damage from that than I expected. Well, it turns out you can't screw attack those, but I do have missiles, so we're fine. Let me just get some health real quick. Okay, that should be enough. Open your eye, please. I know it's possible to, like, not one-cycle them without super missiles, but, like, you can, Those are weak to charge? Really? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, I forgot I could just screw attack into you and you drop stuff. Man, you're just really not a threat without... when I have screw attack. You just can't do anything. Wide beam! That's very convenient, actually. I don't think it opens anything, but it's just nice to have. Yeah, no, it's definitely possible to open them. It's very difficult to do. You have to like shoot a missile, jump, and then shoot another missile while standing in a very specific spot. And all of this has to be done in the span of, like, a couple of frames. It's very hard to pull off. I've never been able to do it. Also, high jump! Man, I'm just finding everything. I might have pulled it off once, like a long time ago. I remember, like, trying to do it for a long time, and just kind of gave up after a while. I think I pulled it off exactly one time. It's really hard. There's not anything over there, is there? Let me just make sure. Okay, no, there's not. Just had to check. Alright. I need speed booster for that in the middle there. I need speed booster for the thing above the boss. And I can't go anywhere else in here. Okay, I'm done in Sector 1. Might as well warp back. I love this feature. It's so handy. It's so convenient. What can I do? Oh, wait, I have Morph Ball. I can just, like, go into main sector. There's actually quite a few things I can do in here. I could go kill Arachnus, I believe. I don't think I need anything else for that. Hello, missile? I really just need speed booster, because that's gonna lead me to my bombs. Or level 2. One of the other. One or the other. And there it is! No, Arachnus is he's the first boss. He's like the weird, like, armadillo looking thing. I forget what the spider's name is. Ah, it's cold in here. Yakuza. Yeah, that's right. Why is it called that? That's such a strange name. I wonder, does Screw Attack work on the power bomb thingy? It do! It doesn't matter because I don't have green open, but it do. Good to know. Really? It doesn't, like, have an actual localized name? That's odd. Is Notori official? Because I'm trying to think of all the bosses in this game that, like, don't appear in other games. I know there's, like, Zazabi, there's, Notori, which is really just a, like, a messed up Chozo statue. What else is there that's, like, unique to this game? Ceres. Ceres is unique. And Adam, I know for a fact that Adam names Ceres. Hi, Kai. I've always found that super weird, because, like, player's guides are, like, questionably official, right? Like, they're licensed, but the publisher and the writers of those books don't, like, collaborate with the developers in any capacity, do they? Like, I'm pretty sure those are written independently. I honestly am not sure about that. I could be wrong. That's a strange way to figure it out, but, I mean, it works. That's a banger song, by the way. I love that boss theme. Yeah, I don't think Notori and Zazabi are named anywhere, if I'm not mistaken. I know Ceres is, and I know I know Nightmare is. Obviously the SAX, the Omega Metroid. I think it's just those three. I think it's just Yakuza, Notori, and Zazabi. Oh, wait. Check up here first. Power Bomb? Okay. I'm assuming Ishtar is Ceres' name in Japanese. Zazabi is the jumping squid thing that gives you high jump and spring ball. Notori is the one that I say is really easy, but you were stuck on for a while. It's the one, that's like... Oh, I could just screw attack you. I did not know I could do that. Notori is the one that's like a Chozo statue that, like, shoots at you in a rhythm. Yeah, Plasma Beam. He's weak to every type of weapon? That's very bizarre that they would bother to program him like that. Yeah, I kill Yakuza boss on purpose. I good surgeon. The best. I think I did know that he was weak to bombs. Because I remember that being how you're, like, intended to fight him in AM2R, and I was curious how it worked. And I remember figuring that out, that it does work. How do I get in there? How do I get in there? Is it this way? Okay, yeah, looks like it is. Okay, just more missiles. Hold on, let me zoom in my chat a little bit. I want to be able to read you guys without having to, like, lean forward every time. I need to go in for another eye exam. The glasses, like, they help, but I feel like it could be better. I feel like when I first got my eye test, I've only been wearing glasses for, like, less than a year. And I feel like when I first got my eye test, I was so used to my vision the way it was, that when I put on, like, the first pair of glasses, I was like, wow, this is better. And I just kind of, like, accepted that as, like, the best option without bothering to, like, try anything else. But now that I've gotten used to them for a couple months, it's like, I think the bar could be a little bit higher. So I need to go do that at some point. Wait, there's like a combo guide of Prime and Fusion? Wow. I mean, I get that they released at the same time and they have, like, some connectivity. Oh, speaking of connectivity, I just found out, like, a couple days ago, that apparently there is connectivity between Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission. I don't know what it does. I think it just unlocks, like, concept art or something, but that exists. I found that out because I was looking into, I recently picked up copies of both Fusion and Zero Mission, and I had to go print out covers for them. And I saw the Get Connected label on the Zero Mission cover, and I was like, what the hell does that do? Apparently, you can connect it to Fusion to get some cover art, or not, concept art. I never knew that until, like, a week ago. I would do that. I would connect the two games just to make Ridley louder. That would be pretty silly and funny. Alright, is there anything else I can do in main sector right now? Don't think... Well, I can get that on my way out, so... I might as well go in there. Now that I knew, because that's like well known. Everyone knows you can get Fusion Suit in Prime, which I wish there was a way to unlock that in Prime Remastered. That's a real shame that it's not. It's unlockable in Trilogy on Wii. That's actually something I'm, like, very excited to try, is, like, I've only ever played with Fusion Suit, in the Trilogy version. I've never done it on original hardware, and now I have everything required that I can do that, and I think that's really neat. That's just a fun thing that I have the capability of doing now, and I think that's cool. I love, like, weird retro stuff like that. Just, like, weird functionality that you can only do with, like, specific hardware setups. You know, stuff like, you know, playing random shit on, like, the Game Boy player, or, like, Four Swords Adventures is a good example. Like, playing that game as it was originally intended, it's a nightmare to get all the stuff to set it up, but if you can do it, it's just, I don't know, it's cool to me. It's really neat. I can't recommend it for the average person, but, I can't do this yet, can I? Nope. Yeah, like, it's not, like, accessible at all, and it really is just kind of a gimmick at the end of the day, but it's something that, like, when all the planets align and you can actually do it, it's really cool to me. Why don't... Okay, you know what? Let's go get bombs, because that's gonna open up a lot. Alright, so I really hope that wherever it is, it's somewhere I can access with my speed booster. Or, alternatively, what if I find the level 2 security lock in Sector 3? That would also be helpful. Does that stay open for the rest of the game, or do I have to speed booster every time? I guess we'll find out. Oh shit, I need bombs for that, don't I? I can still check down here, though. Ow. Alright, missile. You have to speed boost every time? Ah, unfortunate. I remember playing a Metroid game, I don't remember which one, where, like, unlocking a shortcut like that does stay open for the rest of the game. I don't remember if it was... It was either Dread, Samus Returns, or AM2R, because those are the ones that I've played, like, the most recently, where I figured that out. It was one of those three. If I had to guess, I would assume it's AM2R. Because that seems like the type of thing a fan game would do. Leave me alone, please. I need bombs. Damn. I can't go down there either, actually. Because that's hell. I can't go to hell. So yeah, I need the level 2 security hatch to do anything in here. If I take the upper path, like up here, you mean? Doesn't this just loop back around? Oh, no, I guess it doesn't. I need power bombs, though, don't I? Oh. Oh, I can just do that. I didn't realize I could just do that. Well, I still can't get up through here, can I? Yeah, I can't get up through there, but I can leave. Okay, so I either need level 2 bombs, which are somewhere in here, so it can't be bombs, or wave beam. Wave beam will help me get through there. I need one of those 3, and it's not going to be bombs, so it's really either level 2 or it's wave beam. Honestly, I'd kind of prefer wave beam. Wave beam would be awesome. That's always nice to have early. I'm trying to think, where else can I go? There's a check I can do in Sector 5. I know that. I could try to go further in Sector 6, which I think there is actually quite a lot I can do in there. But let's go grab the one thing that I know for a fact where it is in Sector 5. Because there's a Shine Spark puzzle in there that I know I can do now. And I think that's the only thing I can do in here. Because I need Varia to go to the rest of 5. I need either power bombs or I need something for the room down there. Wait, hold on. I wasn't even paying attention. When did I get ice missiles? When the hell did I find that? I didn't even notice that I got that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even see myself grab that. But cool, I guess. I don't think that opens anything at all without diffusion missiles. But cool, I suppose. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I don't think that even opens anything without diffusion. Ice missiles by themselves are kind of useless. They don't really do anything. Alright, I guess we're going to Sector 6. There's not anything I can do in 2, is there? Yeah, I need blue for... Need blue hatches for that. I could... Wait, I could take a shortcut to... Oh, I can get the 2 items up top. Wait, actually, hold on. Hold on. I might be onto something. I can get those 2 items up top and then take a shortcut to Sector 4. Let's do that. Let's see what's in there. I'm almost positive I didn't, but I didn't notice getting... Okay, I want to make sure I didn't get Metroid either without noticing, because my tracker does not pick those up. I have to do that manually. Ow. Just trying to make sure in my head that I'm correct in that I can't do anything down there. Maybe I can with screw attack, actually. I don't know. I don't feel like going over there. That's not the direction that I'm heading right now. Alright, so the plan is... do the stupid space jump puzzle, get the 2 items there, and then go to Sector 4 and see what I can do without bombs. Varia! Ooh, thank you. Good thing I came in here. No, 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 no. God damn it. Alright, that's just a missile. I'm gonna grab it just so I have peace of mind so that I remember that, like, because I'm gonna see the open circle and be like, what was that later? Okay. That didn't take me as many tries as I thought it would. This puzzle is kind of annoying. I usually struggle with it. I had to do this without high jump once, and it was the worst thing. It was so bad. Like, it's possible, but it's so much harder. Oh, I need gravity. Okay. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? That's so evil. What is it, just like wall jumps off of the gravel? That sounds awful. Is it even possible to get to the bottom item with just wall jumps? That sounds despicable. Why would you do that? That's disgusting. Alright, you know what? I'll check. I'll make sure. I don't think I can do anything over here, but I'll look. I can screw attack that, but I can't go too deep. I need blue to go to the data room. And I believe I need a bomb to get through this floor. Yes, okay. Unless... Perhaps. Perhaps. See, the weird thing about Metroid Fusion is that the any % run, the majority of it is basically trickless. Because there's, like... The game doesn't, like, allow you to sequence break it. Even if you do, the game pops up a message like, you're not supposed to be here. Go get the thing. There's only, like, one place in the entire game where that's possible in the game, and it's very hard to do. It's, like, a ridiculously specific Shine Spark puzzle. And, like, even if you do it... Okay, yeah, I can't do that. Okay. We're done here. We're done. Even if you do it, Adam's like, what the fuck? How did you do that? If I remember right, it's in Sector 4. It's like right after you fight Nightmare. But yeah, the any % run of this game is, like, largely trickless. Where would this put me in Sector 1? I don't know if I can get that or not, but you know what? I'm right here. I'll check. Yeah, that's what he says. Like, it's like, you can tell that the developers were like, they clearly didn't intend for you to be able to do that, but somebody on like the testing team figured it out, and they were like, shit, we gotta do something about that. So they put in a message. Okay, I no longer need bombs at all. Awesome. So, I guess, in theory, I could go to Sector 3 right now. and kind of clean up, honestly. I can do a lot in there. I have Varia, I have Speed Booster, so I can do basically... The only thing I can't do is, like, the bottom right half of the map where you need gravity to survive the lava. It's, like, the only thing that I can't do. Does Power Bomb break the dot blocks? Can I get the thing across from the data room with Power Bomb? I actually don't know. I think I can? It does? Okay, I thought so. Well, it's another power. So, the unfortunate part about this situation, and this happens very frequently, is that, getting power bombs this early usually means that the game didn't put regular bombs in logic. So you have to be very careful with your supply of them. In like Super Metroid, that's kind of a blessing in disguise because bomb jumps are not possible without like normal bombs. You can't power bomb into bomb jumps. So in Super Metroid specifically, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because it means that you're not expected to do that. There's a set of criteria programmed in to guarantee a red X drop. Have full health, full missiles, and zero... Really? Huh. That's nice. Alright, I think we go to Sector 3. I have, like, a lot of stuff. I can kind of clean up, like, everywhere right now. The only thing that's really holding me back right now is... I need Wave Beam. And I need just all of the security locks. That's really it. Bombs aren't holding me back from really anything at this point. I just want them. I could have gone up here the whole time. Okay. Free E-Tank. That's a power bomb. I hope not, Temp. The good news is I know it's in here. I know where it is. The very first hint the game gave me was power bombs are or normal bombs are in Sector 3. So that I know they're in here somewhere. But I have had plenty of run where I just either don't find them at all, or they're the literal last thing that I see. Okay. Free E-Tank. Love that. I could go... Where does this lead me in Sector 1? That leads to absolutely nothing because I can't open those doors. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize how many E-Tanks I had already. I have 6 already. Oh, hello! I forgot about you. Come here. Killing you isn't even gonna do anything, actually, because I don't have green locks. And I might as well kill you, because I'm right here. ice missiles do extra damage compared to normal missiles? I know super does. Because that's kind of the whole point of super missiles. Ow. Okay, goodbye. Back up. Back up. Come on. Get out. Leave. Be gone. I don't know. I don't hate the first security robot fight. I just think it's like mildly annoying. And it's just not very fun. I don't mind it. It's just okay. Really, that's interesting. Oh, hello! Give me that. Gotta mark that off on my tracker. Hell yeah. Okay, so good thing I came in here. Yeah, the baby. Well, one of them. There's nothing else I can do down here, is there? I'm 99% sure that I have to shine spark up that shaft. I am, like, almost positive I can't get in there from the top. So I'm just not going to try. I believe I just... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna save and go to... Oh, wait, I can go get the stuff on the left side of the map as well. Because I have Varia. Actually, I have to do that. Because the only other thing is the middle shaft. And, unless that has the green security key, then, I will be stuck. So, yeah, let's just... go back to start here. Go back to the top of Sector 3. We'll start by going left to see what's over there. I think that is the current course of action. And then if by some miracle I happen to find the green security key, I will basically be able to finish Sector 3. Except for the part where I need gravity. I always stop running. Every time. I always forget that if I just keep running, I can just go. Alright, that's the right room. Okay. Missile to start out. Not too bad. What's down? Oh, that's just a shortcut. I need to shine spark up there. Oh, I just need to... I need to leave, don't I? Alright, alright. There we go. Crouch. Jump. Charge beam! Okay. Is there even anything else over here? Why does it let you go? There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. Why does it let you go to this side of the room? Why is that... Why is this pillar there? Why is that there? This leads to Sector 5. Wait. You know, yeah, I'll if if the green security lock is in that middle room, I'm gonna be mad. But I think I will go elsewhere and hopefully find that key, because if I find that key, I can basically finish up Sector 3. Sector 5. Come in through 3 right there. Yellow doors are open, so wait, I could just like I could do like everything in here. No, I guess not. I need gravity. I missed a thing? Where? Where did I miss a thing? Sector 3 yeah, I thought I'd... Sector 3... Yeah, that's what I said. I'm kind of... Oh, wait, in the tunnel. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I always forget that that's there. Didn't really want to waste a power bomb on that, but whatever. Okay, it's just a missile. Thank you, though. Okay, I don't want to go right, because that's Gravity World. I can't do much in Gravity World without gravity. I've already been in here. That is just not the correct direction. Oh, is this the poopy puzzle that I hate? Yeah, it's the poopy puzzle that I hate. It's just a power bomb. Fuck it, I'm not doing it. Oh, I guess Ice Beam does open that. And also the one in, I think it's Sector 2, there's like a vertical one. So yeah, never mind. Ice Beam is not useless. I need Wave to go in from that way, but that's not what you're supposed to do anyway. This is just a shortcut. There's nothing up here. Alright, what's the correct direction? I don't think it matters, actually. Yeah, I don't think it matters. What? Wait, what's even the point of going down there? I could just go around. Yeah, I'm just going around. I'll go to the data room. Alright. Yeah, this is where you were stuck in hell. Specifically, it was like the bottom left of this area. There's nothing. Oh wait, no, there is a thing over there. Hello, I know you're not real. Please perish. Game sure is giving me a lot of power bombs, which is a little concerning because it's telling me that my normal bombs are probably not in logic. Yep, there's another one. Yeah, there are a lot. I don't even know why the vanilla game gives you this many. You get power bombs, like, decently late. Not, like, super, super late, but, like, late enough to the point where, like, you don't need, like, fucking 50 of them, like the game seems to think that you do. It's even more confusing in Zero Mission, where they basically serve no purpose except for, like, running to the ship at the end. Literally all they do is they open the door to Mecha Ridley. That's it. That's the only thing you need them for, and yet they... Hello, super missiles. Or wait, is that diffusion? It's one of the two. Okay, it's diffusion. Yeah, Zero Mission just gives you, like, a shit ton of power bomb expansions for no reason, because you literally grab them, like, right before going in the door to the final boss. Literally, all you do after that is you kill Mecha Ridley, and then you leave. The power bomb serves no purpose other than to open the door to more power bombs, which do nothing. Hey, but why not make it... Why not missiles? Missiles, like, are useful. If you run out of those, or especially in Zero Mission in particular, why not super missiles? Because those are good. They're really good. There's, like, nothing else for me to collect down here, so... I could just leave. Wait, no, wait. That's a pickup. I almost forgot that the security hatches are a pickup. The key! I found the key! Alright! Now we're cooking! Yeah, exactly. They could just not be in the game. Yeah, in Fusion it doesn't really matter because the missiles are a stacked item. In Zero Mission, I don't... They could have just replaced all of the power bomb pickups with super missiles, and it would literally just be better. Power bombs don't do shit in that game. I don't think they can even damage Mecha Ridley. I don't think they even do anything. They just open the way to him, and that's it. You literally need one. In the entire game, you need one power bomb. Alright, I think we warp here. I can grab the last thing for me to look in, Sector 5 real quick. That's, like, at the beginning. I knew they could damage bosses in Fusion, but in Zero Mission, the only boss after power bombs is Mecha Ridley, and they don't do anything to him. At least I don't think they do. I'm fairly certain that I've tried that and they do nothing. Alright, just another power bomb. Give me all that. Yeah, that's the stupid puzzle that I'm not doing. Actually, I guess I could do a few things to the right. In theory, I could kill Nightmare right now, actually. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Because you don't even get gravity until after. There's a couple of pickups that I'll miss the first run around, but I'm right here. I might as well go look. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's two things that I can't do. I'm like 99% sure that I can't get the first one that I would come across in that shaft. I think I need gravity for that. And then, obviously, the thing at the bottom that leads to Sector 4. I can get everything else. No, I don't count that, because nothing's stopping me from killing Nightmare right now, I don't think. Right? I don't think anything's stopping me from killing Nightmare. You get gravity suit from Nightmare, though, right? Don't you? Oh, that's right. I can't leave. Um, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, here's my question then. Because you can't leave, but you can get back to the save point, and then you can warp back. That's not in logic, is it? Does logic expect... I don't think logic ever expects you to warp to start. Okay, that's what I thought. So I could do all of that right now. I'm just not expected to. Because logic thinks that that's a soft lock. Oh wait, I do have Varia. I can grab that. I have level 2 security lock. Wait, there's a shit ton of stuff I can do in main sector, actually. Hold on. I can do, like, everything in here. Hold on. I can't go to the reactor core, but I can do, like, literally everything else. And if I find level 4, I can go to react. Wait, I can go to reactor? How? Oh wait, no. Yeah, you can just... Yeah, that's right. You can I forget what it is. I think is it power bombs that leads in there? It's something. I don't know. I don't remember. You know, on one hand, I'm like, I feel for people that like going through ads, but also I need money, like desperately. I barely get any views, man. I need all I can get. I'm sorry. I could go for some sweet, sweet subscriptions and follows. That would help me out quite a bit. I hate this room. Why is it like this? Okay. I can go do the bottom thing on my way to reactor core. Let's go save the animals. Let's go save the animals. We gotta get that $1 million pixel. That isn't even in this game because it's required. Welcome back. Welcome back from Mad Planet. Yeah, I was just saying that I feel for you. I get the frustration with the ads. It's just I need the money, man. I really do. I'm getting like cents off of this shit because I barely get any viewers, but like it's more than 0, and that's all that I need. See, honestly, Temp, I don't think... Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Temp, I don't think the reactor core would be that bad if not for the fact that you can't save before Yakuza. That's the problem. Because that is... to a casual player, like especially like a first-time player, that is a pretty tough boss. It's easy if you know what you're doing, but like... If you're not familiar with the game, and you have no idea, like, how it works and how to fight it safely, that is a very hard boss to throw somebody at without letting you save beforehand. That is a little bit mean. Without that detail, if there was just a save point that worked right before Yakuza, it would not be that bad. That boss is easy if you know what you're doing, but, like, a blind player is not gonna know what they're doing. You gotta... That's, like, one of the first bosses you really gotta, like, learn the pattern of if you even want a chance. You can't, like, fuck around and just win. Like, you need to know what you're doing. There's an animals emote? I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, it's full of bees. Why did they make key hunters hit so damn hard in this game specifically? I never understood that. They do so much damage. I'm trying to remember how. I know I can get down there. I'm just trying to remember how. I think it's this way. Alright, what is in there? E-tank! I always welcome that. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. That stinger sweet spot is so brutal. It's so unnecessarily brutal. I don't know why that thing hits so hard. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's ridiculous. Even with upgrades, like, by the time they start spawning, it's still like 80, which is insane. Wait, am I gonna be able to... Bees are not gonna be in the way, right? Because I haven't... No, wait, no, never mind, never mind. For some reason, I was thinking that you fight Notori first, but you don't. That's just not what you do. It's this, then the SIX chase, and then Notori. Love how there's just no music down here. I always forget how the fuck to get in there. Every time. I never remember. No, I wanted the health. Well, the scripted damage from... That's not even a damage value, right? It just knocks you to 1 no matter what you're at. At least I think that's what it does. I did not know until fairly recently that Mother Brain in Super Metroid doesn't do that. I thought Mother Brain worked like that, but no, that beam can kill you. You do need to have enough health to survive that. I did not know that until recently. I always thought it was scripted. Ow. Hello. Let me... No. Put me down. Yeah, it can do, like, 4 damage. Come on! Show me your tongue. This is really all you have to do for this boss. Like, if you know that, it's not that hard. You just ball. That's all you gotta do, you just ball. Yeah, you intentionally get grabbed and then you just, like, spam it, right? I used to be able to do it, but it's been years since I've done even a casual run of this game. Calling myself, like, a speedrunner of this game is, like, a little bit misleading, because I was never, like, super, like, serious about it. I literally just did, like, any percent. And again, any percent in this game is, like, largely trickless. And my runs were still, like 2 hours. Like, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Like, at least an hour over, like, the general, like, average time. So, like, I was never, like, super good at it, but I just casually ran this game. Because it's honestly one of the easiest speed games to learn, because there's no, like, there isn't really much tech. It's just be good at the game. If you're good at Metroid Fusion, you can speedrun it. You don't really have to learn anything more than that. I am out of missiles. That is a problem. Oh yeah, I do have truck feet. I forgot I grabbed that. Ow. Oh, you needed like 2 more hits. Give me missile. Give me missile. Thank you. Yeah, but to anyone else watching this, if you've never, like, if you've always wanted to try speedrunning and you never knew, like, what game to start with, honestly, give Metroid Fusion a shot. It's not a hard run. It's really not different from playing it casually. And it, like, largely just comes down to be good at it. It's not a hard game to learn. I'm pretty sure I'm in it still. I joined it like a decade ago. And I know I had to leave a couple of speedrun discords just because I was at like the server limit, but I'm pretty sure I'm still in there. I should be. It's a very, very fun game, and there's a very helpful community. I can personally attest to that. I actually had quite a bit of help when I did a Let's Play of this game years ago. I had like quite a bit of help from the speedrun community, just with like general stuff that the average person might not know. And it was very fun. I had a lot of fun with that LP. Alright, SAX is just not here, so we can leave. Alright, what can be done in Sector 2 right now? I just realized basically everything. I can't get the thing in the blue door at the top. I need gravity suit for... You can't see me pointing, but like right... It's in the like the bottom left. I need gravity suit for that. And I think that's it. I have screw attack, so I can get the stuff behind Zazabi. Really? I've never seen it do that. That's really cool. I never knew it could do that. Okay, here's a question then, for someone very familiar with this game. So normally, the SAX chases you here, right? You're supposed to come in this door. You're supposed to hide back here, and then the SAX will like come in and like be like, well, I guess she's not here, and then leave, right? if you know that this is here, is there anything stopping you from just dropping down there immediately and just leaving this way without having to ditch the SAX first? Can you just do that? I've never tried. You can just leave that way? Okay. Man, I wanna get back into speed games. Maybe I should pick Metroid Fusion up again, because, like, it's been so long since I've done this even casually, but god damn, it's such a fun game. And the game has definitely progressed a lot since the last time I've even really, like, looked into it, or even, like, watched a run, really. I know, if I'm not mistaken, I think bob skip is possible outside of a task now, right? I think we figured out how to do that. Hello? Because I remember when I first started running, that was task only. Can I just leave? Can I just ignore Zazabi? Okay, no, it's locked. Hello. Oh, you're like bronze. That's neat. Please jump. A memory corruption? Okay, I need to look into that. That sounds funny. Come on. You need, like, one more. There you go. Be a good boy and die. Ooh! Ooh! Thank you, Zazabi! Oh yeah, it's this puzzle. Okay. Is this... I know... This is how I do this. I don't know if this is the intended way to do this. Is that how you're supposed to do it? To like, spin jump, shoot, and then shine spark into the wall? Okay. For some reason, that never felt intentional to me. It always felt like that was not how I was supposed to do that. Because it almost feels like not on purpose to be able to, like... It doesn't feel like the game expects you to know that shooting takes you out of a spin jump. And to my knowledge, that's the only way to do it without releasing the shine spark too soon. Because if you don't spin jump, then you just shine spark. You can? Really? I didn't know that. Oh, good to know. Oh yeah, I guess you can. Huh. I guess I just never tried that. Because that's like the one puzzle where, like, that's like remarkably specific knowledge that the player has to have to be able to get that one. Alright, I guess. Oh, add planet. Be good, temp. Get me money. Where's the way out? You know, let's clean up the down part first. Let's start with the bottom area. How do I get down there? This way, and then left, down. Okay. I know where I'm going. I've played this game before, I promise. Okay, yeah, that's the only thing I need down here. Wave beam! Woohoo! Let's go! Oh, good thing I went down here first. Oh, that feels so good. Alright, I'm just missing super missiles, and do super missiles even unlock anything? Actually? Like, it's amazing to have, because, you know, damage, but, like, I don't think it does anything? It's supposed to unlock the weird squishy barriers, right? But, like, I have screw attack, so I don't need that. Okay. Yeah, I know it can be a requirement, but in this run specifically, I got screw attack immediately, so I don't think it matters. For combat requirement? What requires super missiles combat-wise? Because everything can be damaged with charge beam, right? At least, I think. Everything except, I know core X's can't, but regular missiles work on those, so it doesn't matter. Is that it? What else requires supers? If you don't have charge beam, okay. I need to go in there. I need to go in there on the left. I need, at least I'm pretty sure I need gravity to get in there. I'll try. That might be possible. Hold on. No, I don't think it's possible. At the very least, the game does not expect me to be able to do that. What I probably, if I really wanted to be dedicated, I could, in theory, freeze the fishies and use the fishies as a platform. I think I could do that. But I don't want to. There are? In that room? I thought that was in the room next to it. I could just be misremembering. Oh, I guess there is one right here. Alright, it's just a power bomb. Which are nice to have anyway, so I'm not complaining. This is like one of the best things about this randomizer is just like marking shit. Like knowing where these pillars are, The ability to like see blocks for what they are without having to power bomb the room, it's so convenient. It makes this randomizer so much more accessible to people who just might not be like as familiar with all the hidden stuff in the game. It's so great. I've played this game enough times that I could probably figure everything out without a guide or like a tracker or anything, but like, hello, Ice Beam. It's just you love to see stuff like that because it makes it easier for people like me who are like, yeah, we could do it, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. But like to the average person that's just maybe new to randomizers in general or just new to the game specifically, it's such a nice little addition. It's fantastic. This is one of the most well-made randomizers I've seen in a long time. It's very, very polished, which is astounding considering, like, if I'm not mistaken, I think this development like more or less started from scratch. I don't think they used Open Rando as a base. I think they just did it. Like they just started with base Fusion. How do I get in there? There we go. Yeah, but like it's... Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember talking to the devs about it, like when it first came out, and like, because I was first wondering like, oh my god, Fusion multi-world, but like that's still a ways off from what I understand. But like, it's possible now, you know? Like this was such a big step toward that, and it's just, you love to see it. I could never get Archipelago running. I've tried like multiple times to get it working, and it's like the thing. I'm a very dedicated person. Like if I want to get something to work, I can usually figure it out. I'm pretty like technically inclined to the point where like if I really want to get something functioning, I can bash my head into a wall long enough and not give up and eventually figure it out. But everyone else that I would play a rando with does not have that patience, which is unfortunate. Because by the time I've been working on it for like 6 hours and be like, hey, I figured out step 42 out of 60, we're a little bit closer to get it working. By the time I get there, they're just like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. And nobody wants to play with me. So I'm very dedicated. I can figure stuff out. Yeah, exactly. It's not user-friendly. So, like, even if I do figure it out, I also have to explain to everyone I'm playing with how to also do it, and 99% of the time they're just like, I'm not fucking doing that. This isn't worth it. Like, I was really trying to get it working with Wind Waker. And I got very close. I got very close to get it working, but by the time I did, the person I was going to play it with was just like, dude, I'm tired. So that kind of sucks. I do think Archipelago is a very, very cool concept, though. And the fact that, like, it works at all is insane. It's just randomize anything, connect it to anything, and it just... I don't know how they do it, man. It's insane. There's one more thing for me to grab down here. And I could get there by going up and around. Okay. Yeah, I remember when the update for Randomania first came out that first put Fusion in it. Everyone, including me, I won't lie, I was part of the problem, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Um, like everyone was like multi-world when, and all the devs were like, dude, this took so much work. We need a break. And I don't blame you. But, like, just in general, not just Fusion specifically, but, like, everything I've played on Randomania has been, like, some of the best randomizers that I've ever seen. The Dread randomizer is so good. That's, like, the Dread randomizer might be my favorite one that I've ever played. A lot of that is owed to just how good of a game Dread is. Like, it's like the core gameplay of Dread is, the movement is so satisfying, and you know, having to do like including stuff like wall jumps and flash shifts in logic is insane. It's so satisfying to figure it out. What would you even do hardware-wise with Fusion? That would have to be a flash cart, wouldn't it? $3 a week? Ah, okay. What do you have to say? A beam can be found at... Well, okay, I already found that. I already have all my beams. What do I need? What is next to Var... Oh, that's gravity. So I need gravity, I need super missiles, and I need bombs. Super missiles and bombs are not going to be in logic because I have everything that those things can do. Gravity might be. In fact, it probably is because I still have 3 Metroids. And I don't think I've found any hints to where they might be. Not yet, at least. I could... The guaranteed hint location? I know there are guaranteed hint locations, I just don't know what they are. Like, I know those exist. I just don't know the specifics of, like, where they are. Yeah, sure. Go right ahead. I haven't done anything here. Wait, actually, I do know one of them. One of them is in, what's it called? The, hidden sector, or whatever it's called. I forget what the name is. It's the thing you go to after Ridley. Where, where, like, you encounter or maybe it's before Ridley. Where you encounter the SAX and she's, like, fighting the Metroids. Yeah, restricted lab. That's what I was thinking of. Wait a minute. Hold on. I might have made a mistake. No, wait, I had to have... I was trying to think, did I turn the power back on? Because I don't remember getting a pickup after Yakuza. I must have, because I saved after that, so... I'm assuming I did, but I don't remember what I found. I had to have, right? Because I'm like 99% certain that I saved in the reactor core. I'm just gonna trust in my tracker and assume that Assume that I turned the power back on. Because I'm pretty sure I did. I did? Okay, I thought so. Oh, I have to wake you up. I love how the palette randomizes the fake missiles, so it just makes them super obvious. Really? There's not... I thought it was just like a universal one for enemies. I need to go in there from the other side. I need red to go in that way. Wait. I need... Do I need anything else to be able to shine spark in here? No, wait. I could just do that. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I can just do this. Okay. Legitimate question. How the fuck were you supposed to figure this out in vanilla game? How are you intended to know what to do in this room? I don't understand what the hell Nintendo was thinking with this room. How are you supposed to figure this out? There's, like, nothing in this room that indicates where those pillars even come out of. Because, like, some of them, like, start over here. It's so stupid. I hate this room. I hate this room with a passion. It pisses me off. I've never been able to do this in vanilla without a guide. God damn it. And the worst part is, you need to do it again to get out if you forget, like I just did. If you forget to charge a Shine Spark, you have to do it again just to get out. God damn it. I was like a frame too late. No? Oh my god. Doing this without normal bombs is also a pain in the ass. I guess this is just a soft lock without bombs or wave beam, huh? You're just stuck in here. Please tell me that's enough. That's not enough, is it? Nope, it's not enough. God damn it. I hate this room. It's so stupid. I think that's the most evil part about this room to me, is that on original hardware, like without like rewind or anything, if you can't figure it out, you're just stuck in there. You just can't leave. If you can't figure out that puzzle, you're just soft locked in that room. Really? That's fascinating. Huh. That's a... I mean, it makes sense. Like, I like, that does make perfect sense. I've done a little bit of programming. Not like super in-depth. I'm not, like, super familiar. But, like, I've done enough to know that, like, to a computer, the logic of, like, overlapping tiles like that would be a problem. I could see that being a pain in the ass. It kind of makes me wonder how they did that in vanilla. Okay, yeah, I need to go in here. gravity suit! Hello! Alright, we're just looking for Metroids at this point. Oh, wait, I don't have red security hatch either. In theory, they could be behind a door. That is true. Alright, Big Corex. I don't remember what you're called. I just always called you Big Core. I want another Metroid game to bring back the... To my knowledge, this is exclusive to Fusion, but the Charge Beam has this weird mechanic where there's, like, a melee hitbox on it that's, like, absurdly powerful. Like, you can, like, two-cycle bosses with it. It's crazy. And as far as I'm aware, that's only in Fusion. I don't think that's ever been in another game. It's definitely not in Zero Mission. That's such a cool mechanic, though. Like, it rewards you for, like, you know, kind of playing on the edge, getting up close. I always thought that was super... And it's super satisfying to kill bosses in, like, 5 seconds with it. Like, you can kill the Big Core and Ceres in, like, seconds if you get a good setup. It's so satisfying, and I really want another Metroid game to bring that back. Alright, let's take a look here. There's an item, one more item down here. There's nothing else on the right side. We got a couple more things in the middle. I don't think there's anything stopping me from fighting... Do I need to open red security to fight Box 2? I don't think I do. Oh, okay. I guess I am wrong. Yeah, I guess I would need red to get in there. Okay, well, I'll just grab a few more things on my way out, and then I'm basically... No, I just need one thing on my way out, and then I'm done here. Yeah, I've pulled that trick off a couple of times. It's so satisfying. That was like one of the few tricks I used to be able to do like relatively consistently. Because that one's actually pretty easy. It's not hard to do that. You need like a decent like not pattern. I don't know what the right word is. You need to like set it up right. But as long as the thing like flies in the direction that you anticipate, it's not that hard to pull off. Really? All except plasma? Why does plasma weaken? That's odd. That's very strange. I could just warp. I could just leave. Where else should I go? Main sector is basically cleared up. I can't get into, whatever the hidden area. I can't get in there. Oh. I never knew that. That's interesting. Wait, when did I... Oh, yeah, that's right. I did open blue doors. So I could... There's literally only one thing left for me to do in Sector 2. So I can go finish that up. I can do that whenever I want. Sector 3... Oh, I have gravity, so I could just do everything in here. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go to Sector 3. Because I can just completely clean that place out now. And there's a lot left for me to do in there. Oh, I could also go kill Nightmare. And clean up Sector 5. Yeah, there's really nothing holding me back now except literally the only thing is the red doors. That's the only thing I have left. Can I take this shortcut? Is that helpful to me? No, it's not helpful to me. I just need to go down no matter what. Which way do I go? Yes. I always have to, like... Sector 3 is the one part of the speedrun that it took me, like, a while to just remember what you're supposed to do. Because, like, the movement in here is, like, oddly specific to be able to, like, speed boost in certain spots. Like, the order of, like, rooms you have to go in and places you have to stand when you start running is, like... It's set up... It's not like the rest of the game where you could just, like, you know, be running by the time you get to where you need to be running for. Like, you just have to... You have to, like, set yourself up a little bit. Which is cool. I like that. Like, puzzle-wise, it's really neat. But for the speedrun, like, having to memorize all that is a little bit tricky. It's, like, the only part of the speedrun that I had a hard time, like, memorizing the route. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely intentional. And I think it's cool. It's just, like, hard to remember all of that off the top of your head. Ow. Stop that. It's weird to me that the X-ray visor never came back. Like, that's just only in Super Metroid. Despite every game in the series having, like, fake walls and shit like that. It's strange to me that just never, like, they never put that in another game when it would be useful in, like, all of them. Even in, like, Prime, honestly, it would be pretty, well, I guess it kinda works that way in Prime, but, like, not really. Stuff in the Prime series is, like, visor-specific. It's not like an end-all, be-all, like, turn this on and you can literally see everything. Like it was in Super Metroid. Like, it reveals a lot of things, but not everything. Alright, there's nothing else in here, right? I have this boss... What's even in here? It's like a core thingy, right? Yeah. Give me that. Oh! Hello! The baby! Alright, no more emergency in Sector 3, even though there never was an emergency in Sector 3. That's it. We can just go to Lava World. Until I did the randomizer, I never realized just how little stuff there is in Sector 3. Like, it's all kind of front-loaded in the top half. Once you get past the box fight, there's, like, nothing down here. There's, like, one pickup that you need to come back down here with power bombs for, and, like, that's it. This entire section of the map is, like, completely optional outside of the meltdown. Yeah, I can see that. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. Okay. But, like, this entire lower half section has Literally, like, one pickup. That's it. Outside of that, outside of the emergency sequence. There's nothing else in here. There's my bombs. I don't need them anymore, but okay. Man, remember the start of the run when I was like, I want to go get my bombs now. That was fun. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, this is a very well designed rando. Like the win condition of the infant Metroids, just like adding placements, like making the security hatches their own pickups, and also making them like not guaranteed to be the security hatches. Like it adds so much to what would otherwise be probably like a very repetitive randomizer, like with not a lot of variation. Okay. Pretty sure that was an E-tank. Yep. All right. I think that's... yeah, that's it. We are done with Sector 3. We haven't gone in Sector 4 at all. Okay. Well... I think that's where we're going. There's nothing else we can do in 6. Main deck is cleaned up. There is actually quite a bit I could do in Sector 1, actually. We could go fight Ridley. Wait, could we go fight Ridley? I can get in from this side with Screw Attack, right? I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. Because I think that's the only thing stopping me from getting in there is Screw Attack. Well, what if he has a Metroid? I don't know where they are. Wait, I didn't finish Sector 3. I gotta... Good thing I saw that. Hold on. Yeah, but he's funny. He's loud, and it's funny. Every time I play this game, it baffles me. Why did they make him so loud? And it's not even a one-time thing. He's just as loud in Zero Mission. They didn't even, like, adjust it. Why is he so fucking loud? Wait, I don't even need the power, but I don't know why. The door is open. I could have just walked in. Okay. Alright, okay, so now that's Sector 3 done. I think I'm gonna go to... Hold on, is it more worth... Okay, yeah, it's definitely more worthwhile for me to go to 4. Let's go there. What was in Sector 5? Okay, just... Maybe it's more worth me going there first, because that'll lead into Sector 4. Alright, I think it's Nightmare time. Let's do that. Let's go to Nightmare. I forget how easy Ridley is. Wait, there's still one more in Sector 3? What am I missing? Data room! That's right. Like, even if you don't even have a lot of items, like, he dies in, like, 4 hits. It's, he has, like, no health. Which is kind of a shame, because he does have a unique moveset in that game. It's like a weird hybrid between Fusion and Super. Like, he has moves from both, but you don't get to see any of them because he dies in 10 seconds. Alright. Now we're done. Okay, just a missile. Okay. Where in Sector 1 does that put me? Not really. I'll just grab that one item, because that's right next to a save point. I'll just go there and leave. That's awesome. I really hope... I really hope that Twitch did that on purpose. I don't even know if Twitch is capable of doing that. I would assume that it is. How do I go to leave world? I gotta go to leave world, Sector 1. Okay. We'll get one item here. There's more that we can do here, but I think routing-wise, it makes more sense to go to Sector 4 right now, because there's just so much stuff down there. Yeah, it's a long way around. Actually, you know what? I do want to clean up Sector 1 first, because I want to get those 2 items in the middle, because they're both kind of out of the way. And there's a save point right before the boss that I can just use to warp back to start and then go to Sector 4. Or 5, I mean, because Sam is on Nightmare duty and he got out. Am I going the right... Nope, not going the right way. Go up. Something else that's getting me kind of, like, mixed up is that very recently I played through, X Fusion, and the map in that game is, like, ever so slightly different than Fusion, than, like, base Fusion. So I always, like... I get them mixed up, even though I've only played X Fusion once and I played normal Fusion, like, I don't know, 50 times, probably. Probably even more than that, if I'm being real. I need to go down to get there, I believe. Wait, I can't go down. That's just a floor. Why do they count this as one room? Oh, it's hard. It is very hard. And, most of the game I do think is manageable. The last area is fucking impossible without rewind. The SAX chases in that game are insane. Like, it's manageable for, like, the majority of the game, and then by the time you get to the final area, it's, like bullshit hard. Overall, it's a good hack. Overall, it's a very solid hack, but, like, don't play that shit on original hardware. It is absurdly difficult. Like, save states are basically fucking necessary. Okay, just a missile. I love the Shine Spark puzzles in this game. They're really, like, creative. I do think they peaked in Dread, though. I think the Shine Spark puzzles in Dread are, like, the best in the series by far. God damn it. Yeah, I played through most of X Fusion, like, normally. By the time I got to, like, the second or third chase sequence, I was like, fuck this, I'm using Rewind. Yeah! Yeah, I love that, man. Also, just, there's a lot of just really cool setups. Like, I don't remember what the puzzle was specifically, but I remember there being one in, what's the name of the area? It's not Artaria, that's the first one. Berenia, the water area. There's a really cool one in there. Man, Dread is such a good game. It was worth the wait. It was so worth the wait. Alright. Sector 5. My turn on Nightmare duty. By that I mean we kill him. Because he got out. Is there, like... Well, I would assume there would have to be, right? There's presumably, like, a flag that makes Nightmare, like, fly around in the background, right? I think it would be cool, because I don't think I've ever seen that happen in the randomizer. Is that a thing? Like, if you defeat bosses in a certain order, can you just see him flying around back there? Why does it say I didn't get that item? I know I grabbed this earlier. You explicitly don't? Why? I'm assuming because the flag, like, affects other things. That would be problematic. That's what I would assume, at least. It's a background effect? Makes sense. Operation Sector 5. It looks like you can go in here, but you can't. Alright, I don't feel like... Nah, fuck it, I'll just grab it. I don't remember where the secret hole is. It's, like, right here, right? Yeah. There's the secret hole. Yeah, I would imagine that would be a lot of work. Yeah, okay. Alright, question for chat. What is your favorite boss in Metroid Fusion? I think mine is Nightmare. I love the build-up. I love the atmospheric storytelling throughout the game of, like, you know something's in here, but you don't know what it is until pretty late. And then the fight itself with it is just really cool. Alright, anything else I need to grab, or just the thing above Nightmare? Looks like just the thing above Nightmare. Are there any data rooms in here that I missed? No. Okay, we're good. I also love the music for Nightmare. It's just so different from, like, any other boss theme in the game. Notorio, Yakuza, good picks. Good picks. I think on my first playthrough, I would probably have said Notori. Just because, like, it's one of the first bosses that I, like, really learned how to fight it correctly. Like, I figured out the pattern, like, pretty easily my first time playing it, and it was just very satisfying. Bro, you are covered in blood. Should probably get that looked at. That doesn't seem healthy. Wait, hold on. If you have Gravity Suit, do your missiles still get affected by Nightmare when he does the silly thing? They do. Okay. I mean, it's way faster to use Charge Beam anyway because of Beam Flare. Ow. You are blue! See, my hot take is that I really, really like Metroid Other M. And I think that this boss is pretty cool in that game, too. Can you stop going in circles and just, like, float, please? Not there. That's an inconvenient location. You are not being helpful right now. You're not giving me a pattern that is convenient. There we go. That's what I wanted. Please die. God damn it. What is your problem today? That's too low, isn't it? Oh, no, I can hit him. There we go. You were just not having it today, are you? I'm usually not that careless when fighting Nightmare, but, like, I have so many E-tanks that, like, who cares? But man, he was just not helping me. I know it's a positional requirement, I just don't know what the trigger is. Like, I don't know where you have to be specifically. I know that that's what does it, I just don't know how to cause it, if that makes sense. It probably makes no sense. I have no idea how to explain that better, but, like, I know that there's a positional place where you have to be to make him do the thing you want, but I don't know where that position is and what causes him to notice it. No. Wait, I can go up here. Almost forgot about that. That's fair. The bosses in this game are hard the first time you play it. Like, this game does not fuck around. Like, it's... I always say that, like, Metroid has never been known for its difficulty, but that's just not true. Like, that's just not true. It's always been hard. But, like, Fusion is the game where I think they really stop fucking around. Like, Fusion is the first game that's, like, hard by design. Yeah, exactly. On the note of bosses that are hard in old Metroid games, can I just say, fuck NES Kraid. I didn't remember how bad that boss was until I replayed the game like 2 years ago. Holy shit, fuck Kraid in that game. He's awful. He's so bad. Giant Kraid is 10 times easier than little mini Kraid that throws shit all over the place and is a pain in the ass at all times. I hate him. I hate Kraid in NES. He's so annoying. You know, it never crossed my mind until just now that those things are probably supposed to be like little Dragons. That just never occurred to me until just now. Yeah, that's just a Dragon. That's like one of the little children. I just never noticed. I never even thought about those things until just now. That's neat. Eviers? Never heard that name before. Fusion's weird. Fusion, like, doesn't name anything. Except for, like, a select few bosses that Adam tells you about. Okay. There's the silly secret room down there. Wait, am I stuck down here? I'm stuck down here, aren't I? I can't get out of here. Oh well. Reset? No, I don't want to... Is there a reset button? Wait, it's A, B, start, select start. Yeah, okay. I did just save, right? Where am I? Okay, yeah. I could go in here. There was nothing important down in that section, so I don't even need to go back. Oh, I guess I do have to go back down there to check the silly room. You have to kill all the gold guys to get in there. There's the... Oh, I guess I can just go in there. If I had just gone the other way first... If I had simply gone the other way... I might as well grab the other ship, why not? It's free. Something else I need to figure out how to do, because I saw in the patch notes of Randomizer that they added, like, a quick morph button, like AM2R has. I need to figure, because I'm playing this on BizHawk, I need to figure out how to map stuff on multiple buttons in BizHawk. I don't know if that's possible. But I'm using SNES controller, and I would love to be able to have Y as a morph ball button. How do I just morph ball? Yeah, okay. Alright. Little crabbies, go over there. That's such a weird mechanic of, like, having to kill the gold guys before a door opens, but, like, the gold guys aren't there by default, so you have to, like, make them spawn. That's a strange... There's a couple parts of the game where it makes you do that. Yeah, exactly. And I like it. The Metroid series has always been really good at that. Just like figure shit out by just paying attention to your like environment. Like interact with something one way, see what it does. One of my favorite examples of that is what we call the noob vines over on r/Metroid. In Zero Mission, where everybody who's not paying attention to their surroundings has no fucking idea how to deal with the vines, but people who are paying attention know that, like, you just need to... you get the bugs. Like, you could... like, the average person is not paying close enough attention to notice, but, like, you can figure it out if you're paying attention. So, like, anybody that starts with Zero Mission as their first Metroid game, like, nobody figures that out at first. It's, like, the one thing that consistently trips everyone up. So, like, there's, like, a running joke on the Metroid subreddit where, like, every like, 2 weeks or so, there'll be a new post that's like, how do I get past this? And everyone in the comments is just like, the noob vines strike again. It's so funny. They do teach you that. It's just, like, you have to be paying attention to notice it. You have to be paying very close attention to know that the bugs do something other than hurt you. There is, like, they do show you, but you gotta kind of, like, you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down to notice. How do I get... oh, it's a Shine Spark puzzle. That's right. But, like, that's the one thing, because everyone always says, like, Zero Mission's, like, one of the best ones to start with, and I largely agree. I would argue this one's a better game to start with, even though it's harder. It's linear, so, like, people intimidated by, like, the Metroidvania format, like, you're not really gonna get lost that much in Fusion. There's, like, a couple of parts where, like, a fake wall might cause an issue, but, like, by and large, you're not really gonna get lost in this game. So I always recommend this one first. But a lot of people do recommend Zero Mission first, and that is the thing that every new person in this series gets stuck on. Every time, without fail. Yeah, that's true. Those are quite scary. The thing is, the Metroid games largely excel at different things. So, like, I would recommend them to people based on, like, what they're looking for out of a Metroid game. Like, I think Fusion excels very, very extremely well, probably the best in the series, at atmospheric storytelling. I love all the little background details and like things that you wouldn't really like notice if you weren't paying attention to, say, the background, or maybe like little things that Adam points out that you're like, wait, I've seen that. Like, I think Fusion is really good at that. I think the movement peaks in Dread. I don't think anything even comes close, honestly. Like, Flash Shift is the coolest new addition to this series that we've seen in decades. It's so cool. I love the options that opens up. I think Samus Returns, I do think Dread kind of outdoes it. Asterisk on that. As a core concept, I do think that Dread outdoes Samus Returns in terms of combat, but I don't think any game in the series has done as much for the core gameplay as Samus Returns. I think that's the biggest leap forward in terms of the combat in this series. I think it's the most engaging. Like, nobody's gonna forget the first time they fought Diggernaut. Like, that's the first, like, boss in the series that's like, alright, we're done fucking around. Like, learn the patterns or die. And Dread is full of bosses. Like, basically every boss in Dread is like that. But Samus Returns is kind of the game that introduced the concept of a boss that's like, this is a multi-stage battle where you need to pay attention to what it's doing, have very good reactions and good execution, and if you don't have all of that, you're going to get killed very quickly. Like, that's like the first boss in the series. There have been hard bosses in Metroid before, but Diggernaut is the first one that's like, alright, get good. And I think they nail it in a way that it doesn't feel unfair at all. Like, it really just is. This game respects you if you're good at it, and if you're not, you're gonna get fucked up. It's very well designed difficulty. I do remember hearing about that, and honestly, I'm glad they went with that. As much as I would love to see a remake of Fusion, like, don't get me wrong, like, this is one of my favorite games of all time. I would love that. But Dread is so damn good, man. They nailed it. They really nailed it. I remember looking forward to that game in, like, 2006, when it was supposed to be on the DS. And every couple years, I'd just be like, whatever happened to that? And then to actually get it, and it's good? Hell yeah, dude. Like, not only is it good, it's like some of the best we've ever seen in the series good. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree. I know a lot of people are like, other than sucks, but genuinely, there's not a single game in this series that I don't love. All of them. I absolutely love all of the Metroid games. Every single one without fail, including Prime Pinball. Prime Pinball is like an unironically really good pinball game. Metroid 1 was fucking amazing for the time. Like, it did so much for gaming in general. Like, it basically invented the idea that we could make a platformer, but what if you could just do whatever the fuck you want? What if there was no Bowser and Toad telling you where Peach was? What if you could just go? Like, before Metroid, there were explory games and there were platformy games. You know, you had like you had like your Mario, your you know, all the platformers, and then you had stuff like Zelda and Adventure on the Atari. Metroid was like, what if both? The thing is, Castlevania didn't really do that until Symphony of the Night, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the first Castlevania. That was the first Metroidvania Castlevania, wasn't it? I think it was. Because like, the classic series is very much more like your typical, I don't want to say your typical platform, because, like, that shit is hard. but, like, gameplay-wise, it is much more of, like, a typical, like, get to the end of the level, beat the boss, that type of thing. But then 1997 rolls around, and they're like, alright, but what if this was just an actual castle that you could just run around in? I didn't really get into Castlevania until very recently, actually. I only played Symphony of the Night for the first time, like, 2 years ago? And, like, goddamn, it's good. It's really good. That is a fantastic... That's one of the best games I've played in recent memory. Like, people hype that one up for a reason. You didn't know this? Yeah, Ceres just can't hit you. He has only one pattern that can damage you if you just hang here. There's only one direction he could come from that can actually hit you. He just happened to not do it that time. But yeah, that's like the safest place to be in this fight. Just hang there. Top of the right ladder. But yeah, I've always been more on the Metroid side of like the Metroidvania genre. I didn't really even start really exploring outside of the Metroid series itself until fairly recently, honestly. But, like, those games are good. I've only played 2 of the more exploration-focused Castlevanias. I've only played Symphony of the Night, and then literally, like, last week, I played through the first one on GBA, which was Circle of the Moon. And they are both phenomenal. They're both absolutely incredible games. Like, the genre is named after these 2 series for a reason. It's really good. But, like, man, there's so many more Metroidvanias that I still need to play. Like, I've played all the Metroid series. I still need to play a lot of the Castlevania games. Like, I still need to play the rest of the GBA ones, the rest of the DS ones, and I think that's it in terms of the Metroidvania style ones. I don't really know what Mirror of Fate is. I don't know if that counts. Or if that's more like level-based, like the older games. For what it's worth, I like the older games too. They're just very different. Web? Yeah, I've never heard of that one. There's a lot of really good indies from what I've heard. I've played, I think the only one that I've played actually is Ori, the first Ori. That game's also phenomenal. I've heard that Will of the Wisps is even better. I own it, and I haven't played it yet. But, I'm very much looking forward to playing through Will of the Wisps at some point. I need to go up there. Yeah, so that's another one I need to play. Hollow Knight is another game that I own and still need to play. That's one I never stop hearing people talking about. So I'm very excited to get around to playing Hollow Knight. I don't own Silksong yet though. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm a game collector. I don't have like a ridiculous collection that like spans several rooms, but like I do have like well over 1,500 games. So I got quite a backlog and a lot of stuff to play. How do I? That's okay. I'm remembering. I'm remembering how to get that. I've heard very mixed things. Ooh, hello, Super Missiles. I've heard very mixed things about Silksong. A lot of people seem to hate it. Like there's like half the internet that's like, wow, it was worth the wait, and everyone else is like, there are so many threads on Reddit that are just like, a lot of them in the Metroid sub that are just like, man, playing Silksong reminds me of why I think Metroid is so much better. Like, a lot of people seem to think that it's not as well designed. A lot of people are saying that it's, like, hard for the sake of being hard and not in a way that's fun. But then there's, like, the other half of the internet that was like, it was so worth it! So, I'm the type of guy that's, like, it doesn't take a lot to please me in a game. It takes a lot for me to hate a game. I will generally find something that I enjoy about basically everything that I play. That's the thing. Most of X Fusion isn't. It's just like the last third of it that's like that. Most of X Fusion is fine. It's anytime the SAX shows up after like the first 2 times. That's when it's bullshit. The rest of it is fine. Right. Looks like we're done in Sector 4. Where else do I need to go? Sector 5 is done. I have the red doors open, so now I can go do the rest of Sector 6. Main deck is done. And then I just have Ridley. And the things around Ridley. Oh. Sector 2, I have 1 check. No, I have 2 checks. Data room. I guess I think I'm gonna go to Sector 6. I think that's the place that I want to be right now. Yeah, but man, I love this genre of games so much. It's always been, like, my favorite ever since... Fusion was, like, the first Metroidvania that I played. I played it on 3DS when I first got my 3DS, because it was part of that weird, like, ambassador program thing. Where they gave you, like, a bunch of GBA and NES games on your 3DS as a free download. And then proceeded to not release any GBA games on Virtual Console, despite having a very clear and well-designed infrastructure for it. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, that was like the first Metroidvania that I played. Aside from Prime. I played Prime 1 first. I didn't beat it though. As a kid, I got stuck on Phase on Mines. And not that long after it is when I played Fusion. I beat Fusion first, and then I came back to Prime and beat that, and then I played through the whole Prime trilogy. So that was, like, my first, like, venture into the series. And then for a long time, Metroid is, like, really the only series that I've played that was in this style. So I just didn't really know of any others. Or if I did, I didn't have access to them. Like, I didn't have, like, PlayStation until I was, like, 14. So, like, I couldn't play, like, Symphony of the Night and stuff like that. And even then, I only tried Symphony of the Night because a close friend of mine game shares with me on PS3, and he happens to own it. So I was like, you know, I've heard a lot of good things about this game. Let me try this out. And then I played it, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like, I immediately fell in love with that game. It is fantastic. And that's when I really started venturing out. Like, wow, I need to play more of this stuff. It was it started with Metroid for the longest time. And then the next one I played was Ori, and then Symphony. And then after Symphony, I was like, alright, I gotta go all in. I don't feel like doing this puzzle. It is 2 missiles, and I don't need them. Just to make sure it was a missile up there. Okay, yeah, it was. This puzzle is annoying, and I don't want to do it. Oh yeah, box robot. I should have went and got that item first. So, something I didn't know until Temp started playing this game and I was watching him play it on Discord. You can just stand here and it can't really hurt you. Like, he really can't hurt you. And he'll always crash into the wall and wind up at the perfect spot for you to angle your shot down with L, and you will always hit him. This boss is just not a threat if you stay right here. I don't even know what the speed strat is for this boss, honestly. Or if there even is one. That's an interesting take. Whenever I watch people play this game for the first time, everyone I've seen struggles with this. Most people, from what I've heard, have a hard time with this if they're doing it the intended way, which is to climb around on the ceiling. Yeah, see? Case in point. That includes me. Like, I always found this boss pretty hard. Oh! Okay. You just had that. Oh, I guess I didn't need to go up there. Okay. How are you supposed to do this? I always just, like, try to jump off the gravel and hope for the best. But it doesn't feel like I'm supposed to do it that way. It's very finicky. An ice puzzle? I never thought to try that. First of all, what's even over there? That's just a power bomb. I don't need it. Oh! Hi! That's go mode! I can leave! Alright, I guess we're never seeing Ridley. Thank your ears. Speaking of audio, how is everything balanced? It sounded pretty good when I did a test earlier, but that was 3 hours before I started fucking with OBS because it was being bitch. So I don't know if it's gotten worse since then. I don't see why it would, but, like, I hope everything sounds fine. Alright. Good to hear. Good to hear. Now, to me, in my opinion, I have always thought the SAX is by far the hardest boss in the game, at least casually. On a first playthrough, I found this to be the most difficult thing I had, like, ever done in a game up until this point. Now that I'm a lot more experienced and know how it works and know what to do, now it's not that bad. Okay, good. Good to hear. But yeah, like now that I'm a lot more familiar with how the boss works and like what to do to fight it, it's not that bad, but on my first playthrough, man, this was rough. This was very difficult. Come on, I want to see you do the funny thing. No. No, you're just gonna shoot me? What? Maybe I have to be up here. Oh yeah, it will! Huh, I never knew it would do that. That's cool. Right, I lost a lot of health doing that. I might die. God damn it. Wait, you could just leave? I never thought to try that. You could seriously just leave. That's really funny, actually. It doesn't, like, keep its health lost if you do that, right? Like, surely it resets. Okay, I figured as much. Good old Moldorm, A Link to the Past. I think I just gave Temp War flashbacks. Why do I keep trying to go up there? That's not the direction. That's the wrong way. I just realized I have, like, more or less vanilla suit colors. Yeah, dude, you suffered. You suffered on this fight, and you suffered on... You didn't even beat Moldorm. You gave up. I don't know. My appreciation for Link to the Past has gone up substantially over the course of my life. Like, I initially hated that game, but, like, after playing it on original hardware, I have a lot more respect for it. And I do think there's a lot of things that it does do well. It's just that I think... Stop it. It's just that I think that other Zelda games have done better. And there's... You're not really missing out if you decide to skip it. Get down here. Alright, time to jump. Time to die in, like, 2 hits, because I have the close quarters hitbox. Goodbye. Yeah, when I first played this game, this was probably the hardest boss I've ever fought in a game up to that point. Honestly, even now, even like today, with all the like literal hundreds of games that I've played over the years, some of the bosses in Dread are up there, like as some of the hardest that I've ever seen. Ravenbeak is absurd. Like, holy shit. I never remember the right direction I'm supposed to go. Why is there no timer? I noticed that in my last run of this rando. There's no timer until you get to the ship, and then there's a timer. Where in vanilla, I think it just starts as soon as you start the self-destruct, I believe. Temp, I think you would have beaten it eventually. I think it might have taken a while, but I think you were getting close. You were making progress. More than you say you're not, but you were. Oh, interesting. For the longest time, I just did not know that Ice Beam was in this game. I think I realized that upon playing the randomizer, because there's no, like, pop-up that tells you what this is. So I just assumed that it was, like, Hyper Beam, like Prime 1. But no, it's just Ice Beam. No, I didn't notice that. Now the gears are turning. That makes me very excited for the future of this rando. Is just knowing that there's, like, more stuff that you guys are planning. That's so cool. Yeah, you play as Porygon Z in Metroid Prime 1. Also, the Wave Beam is electric, so you almost have Thunder Wave. Oh yeah, time. Why is my hotkey not working? Live split. Okay, there we go. I did it! I won! About 3 hours on the dot. Temp, I'm very curious what you're gonna think of the Prime series. It's... gameplay-wise, it's very different from the Metroid games that you've played, but it's... like, the spirit of it is still there. Like, it's very... I don't know how to explain it. It's not... the feel of... like, the flow of the game. No, you're good. You're fine. The flow of the game is very... in the spirit of Metroid, but, like, the gameplay is very different. And personally, for me, I like it a lot. Like, I love the Prime series and the 2D series for very different reasons. But they both nail the exploration in ways that I don't think any other series tops. Even Castlevania. Like, Castlevania is really good at it, but, like, I don't think any franchise in game history touches Metroid in terms of exploration, rewarding the player for looking around, paying attention to little details. And it's one of the very few series where the more you play it, the more value it has. Like, You could 100% a game like Ocarina of Time, for example, right? You can note, like, in the process of 100%ing that game, there's gonna be a lot of things that you notice that, like, a casual player just doing a run through the main story isn't gonna notice. But there isn't a whole lot that you won't notice the first time around if you do go out of your way to do everything. Metroid isn't like that. It's one of the only series where I swear to God, I learn something new every single time I play this game. It doesn't matter how many times I've played. I've probably played through Fusion specifically like 100 times. I learned a lot of shit today that I just never knew. The attention to detail in these games is insane. It's so good. It took a while for it. I always knew that I loved the Metroid series, but I didn't realize just how much I loved it until I, like, played all of them and was like, wow, start to finish, everything that this series does is kind of a banger. Like, it doesn't miss. It really doesn't miss. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been really fun having you in chat. I learned a lot about this randomizer, thanks to you, Clueless. So really, thank you for being here. That was awesome. Yeah, Temp, I'm excited to see you play more Metroid. The next one you got on your plate is some version of Metroid 2. So I'm excited for you to get to that. And again, for anyone that's new here, drop a follow. It means a lot. Check out the VOD channel if you're watching on the VOD channel. Go drop a follow on Twitch. All that good stuff. You know where to find me. I have a Discord below the stream and in the description. You know where to find all that stuff. And yeah, that's about all I got. Now that I have OBS not being bitch anymore, hopefully that means I'll be streaming a little bit more often now. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for joining me. I had a great time. Hope you did too. And I'll see you very soon. Hopefully.